environments that support human evolution. Yellow has an overarching vision about a system and then determines what the system needs to grow and to blossom. So if you think of systems as plants, then yellow is the garden. And a system, what is a system? A system could be something like an education system, a university, or some ecosystem, like a national park, or it could be some political party, it could be government, it could be a religious organization, every social system and many natural biological things are systems as well. Yellow moves freely between different value systems. Yellow can kind of jump in and out. Yellow believes in acupunctural interventions, which means all action to make a big impact. Yellow is all about finding a high level. Yellow is aware of self-bias and self-deception in a way that the lower stages are not. Yellow looks beyond merely human-oriented interests. There are larger concerns there, global concerns, universal concerns. Yellow has a large vision about the future for humanity, and yellow can have a lot of revolutionary and visionary ideas. To actualize those ideas, yellow tends to have an enormous drive and focus. Yellow recognizes the importance of consciousness and spirituality, although yellow is not yet fully immersed in true spirituality. Yellow is still operating on the level of mind and intellect and analysis. So true spirituality will begin to flourish at the tail end of yellow and into turquoise. Yellow sees the limitations of reductionism, pragmatism, behaviorism, logical positivism, rationalism, materialism, and libertarianism. All of these sorts of isms, these rational scientific isms, which Orange was really hot on because Orange was developing these as an antidote to blue, the blue fundamentalist religion. Yellow sees that these isms of science and of secularism, that these isms are also limited, and they're also not completely true. Yellow is able to be curious without judging and keeps asking questions. For yellow, there's a constant flow of new ideas and ways of thinking. Yellow understands how everything is connected and works together. Yellow is good at distinguishing between the essential and the ancillary. And yellow is always keeping an eye on the big picture because that's what matters, not the technical minutia. Yellow loves learning and is a quick learner. Yellow is able to get in there, study, research a thing, and then learn how it works. Yellow is open to learning from any source. Yellow has an attitude of open questioning and discovery. For yellow, every experience is a learning opportunity. Yellow has strongly humanistic and inclusive values. Yellow enjoys paradox and uncertainty and is adept at resolving paradoxes. Yellow is really good at that. Yellow can enter the point of view of all of the lower spiral stages. And yellow sees all the lower stages as legitimate. They have a right to exist. They serve some kind of function. So, of course, they don't need to be demonized. Yellow is able to facilitate the movement of people up and down the spiral. Yellow is able to dialogue with every stage of the spiral below it. And yellow is here to help build systems for Tier 1 to evolve upward at its own pace. One of the biggest differences between green and yellow is that green tried to get everyone below it to jump up to green. So green might go to Africa or to the Middle East, to cultures where the majority of the people there are still at stage purple or red or early blue, and green tries to convert those people to becoming green hippies. And that's just not going to work for them, because they still need to go through a full blue cycle, through a full orange cycle before they can get to green. Yellow is now aware of this problem. And so yellow is not going to try to get everybody up to yellow immediately, but to go through the right process to get there at their own pace. Yellow sees each system as the next step, but not the best or the final. Yellow is non-reactive. Yellow is able to listen deeply. Yellow recognizes layered dynamics. Yellow is able to entertain an idea without believing in it. Yellow has a knack for gathering information from diverse sources. Yellow is continuously changing its conceptual world that it lives in. Yellow prefers elegant simplicity and functionality versus opulence and displays of power or status. Red and orange and blue to some extent, they like these sort of displays, ritualistic displays of power or hierarchy. Yellow is beyond this. Yellow has no need for status or exhibitionism. Yellow is not concerned with comparisons. Rather than comparing itself to others, yellow compares itself to itself, which is unlike orange. Because orange was all about besting the competition, being better than everybody else in the gym. That sort of mentality. Being the strongest, the buffest, the richest, the sexiest, whatever. Yellow cannot be coerced, bribed, or intimidated. Now, of course, this is a generalization. This doesn't mean that all yellow people are completely immune to coercion or bribery or intimidation, but generally speaking, yellow is beyond that. Because to intimidate or to bribe somebody, that person has to be at a level of self-survival. Right? Because that's where you have fears and that's where you have personal needs. Whereas when you transcend that into the being level, then you transcend the ability to be intimidated and coerced. Yellow doesn't get involved with criticism or controlling behavior. Yellow doesn't desire to control or to be controlled. Yellow doesn't create enemies and doesn't scapegoat. Yellow is immune to radicalization. You can't brainwash yellow. Because yellow thinks from so many different perspectives that you can't trap him into one paradigm or into one way of thinking. You can't trap him into one. Yellow is drawn to different thoughts where the evolving crisis demands new insights. So what is that area? Maybe within politics, maybe within some discipline of science, maybe within some environmental movement, there's a hot spot where something new is happening, there's a crisis going on, people are bickering back and forth, they're not able to resolve the problem because they're looking at it from the wrong perspectives. That's where yellow can come in there, he can see that and figure that out.